What up, everybody? It's your boy Plug and Play coming at you one more time. Today it's Friday, time for another game review, and that's right, you're seeing it correctly. Your boy got to play the Call of Duty World War II private beta 1 day early. That's right, 1 day early. Now, it was kind of weird because I had to search around for my beta code, and I had to go on the Activision website to actually find it, so I was getting a little worried there, but I got it downloaded, got some gameplay footage. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it, guys. But before we do, go ahead and drop a like, comment, subscribe down below. Hit those buttons and help a small channel out in the big YouTube universe. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get right into the review. Now, if any of you guys joined my live stream a few weeks back, or if you were able to pre-order the game and get your own beta code, or got one of the ones we gave away here on the channel, then you've probably played this beta. I want to state it beforehand right away that it is only a beta, so I'm not going to be too hard on a game because it's not the final release, it's not the final build. Obviously it's going to have bugs, and obviously it's not the final product, so I'm going to go ahead and keep that in mind for you guys. Now, the first thing you're going to see is we're dropped into this kind of cinematic loading screen where you have to pick one of 5 divisions. Now, I didn't fool around too much in this screen because I didn't really see any difference between the 5 divisions, especially midway through the game when I started learning the controls and the menus. I realized that the same guns were available, the same perks, the same attachments, and the same tacticals and lethal grenades were all available in each class no matter which division I selected. The only difference is you unlock a specific classified gun related to that division class. So after you choose your division, guys, you're confronted with your loadout screen here where you pick your guns, your tacticals, your lethals. You're at level 1, so obviously just like any other Call of Duty game, your choices are very, very limited. You're basically going to start out with all the basics, unlocked stuff. Obviously you have to level up before you unlock any of the better guns, attachments, lethals, tacticals, and all that good stuff. Now, what I liked right away was the realism put into the game. I'm a huge history buff. I love history, so I know my history, and I know that these are real guns. No more fake, made-up bullshit guns that don't exist in real life. I like the fact that the MG15 is a real gun. The grease gun is a real gun used during World War II. It is accurate for this era, and I like the fact that finally some realism was put into the Call of Duty franchise. Now, like I said before, guys, it is a beta, so it's very limited. The emblems, calling cards, things like that are just basic. There's just a couple to choose from. You can choose your custom clan tag, and there's even an option to change your player's face, which I thought was really cool. I mean, again, there's not many options. Hopefully there'll be a few more racially appropriate faces that you could choose from, maybe skin tones and hair colors, things like that. That would be a really cool addition. But just to start off, you just get some basic options to give you a good feel for what's to come. So, by now I got a little impatient. I just really want to play. I've been hyped up for the beta for a while, and I just want to go ahead and jump in a match. I love domination, and I love this loading screen. This is amazing. It's just not your typical Call of Duty lobby / loading screen, and I liked it a lot. I do feel that a little bit more attention could have been paid to some of the details, but I see where Sledgehammer is trying to go and what direction they're going in, and I like it so far. So I'm going to give them a break because it is a beta. I'm hoping that some of these menus and lobbies and loading screens are just not finished product yet, because they have the potential to be really, really cool and add some nice, just custom flavor to the game. And you guys also want to keep in mind what nobody else is mentioning, and that I haven't seen in any of the reviews of this beta, is that obviously this game is running off the hard drive completely. It's not running off a disk, which does make a huge difference in rendering and graphic quality, loading times, and the speed of play. If it's running off the hard drive, obviously it's going to run a lot smoother. So definitely keep that in mind. But I was very impressed with just the first 30 seconds of jumping in the map. The level of detail and the amount of colors in these maps. You can immediately tell that a lot of work went into the detail. Obviously, it's a very dark time. It wasn't full of bright, colorful colors like you're used to in many COD futuristic type games. The color of the moss, the tanks, the bricks, the detail in the fire and smoke, You can see dust right here fall from the bricks. Every little detail in the nooks and crannies of these houses that you would just run past and not really pay any attention to, they did pay attention to it, and I was very, very impressed with all of the detail. Um, so big props to Sledgehammer. They're definitely going to get a good review just on the graphic quality alone. Now, the next point I want to talk about is the sound, guys. Now, I did lower the sound volume on these clips just because I didn't want to have to compete with my voice here and doing the voiceovers on the track, so the volume is lowered. But I'm going to tell you something. In these matches, I was amazed at the sound quality. I could hear the gunfire, and it wasn't just background noise. A lot of COD games and war-type games will have randomized background noise. I'm sure that this game has it, but I couldn't tell. What I could tell is I could hear my gunfire from my teammates across the map. I could hear the explosions of their grenades from across the map, and I like the way that the guns sounded real, and they sounded accurate for that time. Now, I haven't fired a lot of these guns in real life. I can only imagine what they would sound like. But each gun, each bullet, each grenade, it had a different, unique sound to it. And I like the fact that it sounded like it's how it was meant to sound. And you could tell, without even looking at your mini-map, that there's drama going down on the other side of the map, because you can hear your buddies duking it out with the enemy team. And I like the fact that the audio draws you in, especially if you use like a noise-canceling headset, like some Atlases or Turtle Beaches or something like that. You really get sucked into the game with just the audio alone. So if you guys are going to pick up this game, keep that in mind. Pick up some Turtle Beaches, pick up some Atlases or some kind of noise-canceling headphones, turn on your surround sound system, and enjoy the game to its fullest with the audio. The audio, I thought, is what really draws you into these games and these matches. So definitely keep your audio in mind if you decide to buy this game. Next thing I want to talk about, guys, is the controls. Now, I'm going to do you guys a favor. Don't do like I did, and don't forget to mess with the controls before you play the game. Before you even start a match, go into your options, change your sensitivity from 2 to like 6 or 7, because I didn't even realize that I'd made that mistake until I was wondering why I was dying so much and I couldn't turn corners fast enough. Definitely adjust your sensitivity, but the controls in general, that aside, were good. Any other COD game, the controls are the same. The aim, the pull the trigger, reload buttons, the jump, the climb, all those buttons are the same. So you won't have to learn any controls, and the game doesn't give you any kind of tutorial on the controls, which is nice. They just assume you've played other first-person Call of Duty-based shooters, and the controls are the same. So nothing to learn, there's no learning curve there, so definitely you can just jump right in and already know what buttons to push. The next thing we're going to talk about, guys, is the price. Now, obviously, the beta was free, so that really doesn't tell you much. Anything free is good, so that aside, yes, it was fun because it was free. However, when this COD comes out November 3rd of this year, obviously it's going to be $59.99. If you get the season pass, it's going to wind up being 99 bucks, or basically 100 bucks after tax. So it's another $100 Call of Duty game. Now, I'm not sure about that $100 price tag for another COD game. It is getting old spending $100 every year. Just the season pass alone being that extra 40 bucks. So take that with a grain of salt, guys. This might be a game you pick up for 60 bucks just because you're burnt out on COD year after year after year. And especially now, the game's not even done, so we don't know what's going to be in the final build. And on top of that, we don't have any idea what's going to be in that season pass. The game's not even done yet, so we don't even know what's in the game, let alone that season pass. So just keep that in mind before you pre-order. That price is a little hefty. I do like season passes because it does eventually save you money in the long run. If you plan on buying all the DLCs, you do save money by buying that season pass. But wait until it gets closer to launch and we see what's going to be in that season pass. A lot of that content and exclusive content winds up getting for free anyway a few weeks or a few months after you buy the game. So sometimes those benefits of pre-ordering and benefits of season passes don't even mean squat. So just keep that in mind. So the last topic we're going to cover, guys, is the overall, is it fun? And I have to say, yes, it was fun for me. I've watched other people's reviews just to try and get an idea of how to do this video, and there was a lot of mixed reviews. But overall, the consensus was it was pretty fun, and I have to agree. Now, I am a hardcore player. I don't like core too much, but like I said in the beginning, it's just a beta, so they're only going to give us a tease. Hopefully, hardcore mode does come to the final release. I love it being a one-shot kill. Pumping an enemy full of bullets, having him run around the corner and heal, and then come back around the corner and kill you. It's just not too realistic to me. I like the idea of putting one bullet into a guy's head and he is dead. He's got to respawn and that's it. He doesn't come back from around the corner and get me after he recovered his health after I put 5 bullets into his ass. I liked it a lot because it was true to the era. It was pretty fun to play. Most of all, I didn't have any boost jumpers. I didn't have a guy climbing down off a wall, then wall running and boost jumping and sliding all over the goddamn place and killing me from 50 feet above me. I hate that shit. I hate playing domination and a guy noob tubing. I love the fact that you get 1 or 2 tacticals or lethals and that's it. I wasn't getting shot with noob tubes and laser guns and scuff jumping, boost jumping pussies who are just KD fanatics. So I loved it a lot. I was so happy to finally have boots on the ground. And that's what Sledgehammer was going for in this game. I'm glad they listened to the fan base on that one. I'm so happy. And I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And I know some people didn't like it. And for those of you that didn't like it, I'm just telling you, give it another shot. Give it another shot here in November when the final build comes out. Hopefully the things that you didn't like get fixed or patched or added to the game so you can enjoy it. But overall, I thought it was pretty fun. So in conclusion, guys, our final score here, we're going to give it a good star for graphics. We're going to give it a good star for sound. We're going to give it a good star for the controls and the ease of use. And we're going to give it a good star for just overall fun and playability. But we're not going to give it a star on price. Just because, like I said, the $100 price tag every year to play the full game and the season pass, it's just getting kind of old. I miss games that were just 60 bucks. You got everything that was included. I mean, if games like Overwatch can do it where, you know, there's no season pass and the DLCs are free, then there's no reason Call of Duty can't do it. And I already know there's probably going to be microtransactions in the fucking game because Activision just can't get away from that microtransaction business model. So we know it's going to be in there, and that's going to cheapen the game a little bit. So overall, I'm going to give it no stars on the price. 4 stars total. Definitely a title I'm going to pick up. Definitely something I'm going to be playing here come November. We're going to stick to a Call of Duty format on this channel, so that's good. And I don't know. I think when that happens, Infinite Warfare, Infinity Ward, Lee Ross Company, the zombies and Spaceland type shit is going to be done. Your days are numbered, Lee Ross and Infinity Ward. They're going to definitely learn something from this release, and hopefully the next Infinite, whatever the hell they're going to call it, Infinite Warfare 2 or whatever crap Infinity Ward's going to put out, hopefully they learned something from what Sledgehammer did today. So there you go, guys. That's my full review on the Call of Duty World War II beta on the Xbox One. If you guys liked the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe down below. Hit those buttons. Help a small channel out in the big YouTube universe. Just trying to do my own thing. So every little bit helps. Show some love. And you know what? I can't make everybody happy. So if you disagree with anything I said in this video, please let me know down below. There's still a couple days left in the beta. So if I find that your points are valid and I think that you got some good ideas there, I'm going to jump back into the beta, see what you're talking about, and you know, we can talk about it. We can see I'm not always right, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. So let me know down below if you disagree with the review and let me know why. Until next time, guys, my name is Plug and Play. Catch me on Xbox Live X Plug and Play X. You're going to see me playing this all weekend, so jump on in the lobby with me. Let's play some World War II. You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's Friday. Bitches don't work too hard. Peace.